a white weenie deck. He has Doom Traveler, Thalia, Silverblade Paladin, Hero Bladehold, Blade Splicer, Champion of the Parish, Near Heath Pilgrim.
Okay, we're gonna go to what's going on right now.
Wow.
We don't have the right.
We do not have the right match.
Because he does not have 3 Glimmer Posts.
Unless he has them in the sideboard.
No. Okay.
Unless he... Oh.
Unless he's using...
No, this is definitely not the match that we're looking at here.
Yeah, Ried Duke's deck is correct. It looks like Pat Cox would have some kind of ramp deck here. Glimmer Post, Keswick Wolf Run. We apologize for that. We got the slip there and we kind of ran.
Yeah, I think this is actually Pat Cox, but
yeah,
he's not playing
Mono White Humans. He's playing a ramp deck.
Yeah, he's playing. It looks like he's playing probably almost the same deck. So it's got a little bit of bad information here, but we'll get that deck list to you.
Swings in for 2, taking Ried down to 22. Rampant Growth, probably searching for a mountain to activate the Keswick Wolf Run.
So Pat was basically started off his game playing 3 Glimmer Posts as his first lands.
Wow.
Presumably he kept it due to the fact that he had a Solemn Simulacrum, allowed him to get some color.
Cavern of Souls, naming Giant?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, this will be interesting. We joked about in the day of Battlecruiser Magic, Titan versus Titan. Well, we've got it right here. Ried Duke with his Frost Titans and Primeval Titans against Pat Cox, probably playing Primeval Titans and maybe Inferno Titans.
Yeah, and this is really the last hurrah for all the Titans. They rotate out of M12 after and being in M11, so they just haven't. They're not in M13, which means that they've been the best big creatures in a long time, and so even the new cards from Return to Ravnica, I don't think any of them really are like of the stature, like power-wise, as the Titans are in the like all the Titans.
Ried Duke gets Hinterland Harbor to get a second blue for the Primeval for the Frost Titan and a Inkmoth Nexus, Bonfire of the Damned
for 6. He actually like miracled it off the top of his deck.
Oof.
So basically knocks the Primeval Titan off the table, does Ried 6 damage, another 2 from the Solemn, puts him down to 19. But it does hint that there's a Frost Titan in Ried's hand.
And that will help lock down the board because he will be able to tap permanents right away. So let's see what he does. We are correct. He is playing a Wolf Run ramp deck.
Yeah. So the big difference is in Pat's deck is that he's playing a Red Sun Zenith. Let me tell you, Red Sun is the kind of the forgotten Zenith. It basically is a Disintegrate that gets shuffled back in your deck all the time.
Karn.
Wow, there's a haymaker right there. A Karn from Ried. He basically exiled a card from Pat's hand, increasing to 10 loyalty.
I talked to Adrian about this earlier. Now the Inkmoth Nexus swings in for 1 poison. About how people have been misplaying Inkmoth Nexus, that they have not been actually using it as a weapon, because it basically sets up the game to go quicker with him. If he plunks once or twice, he's got enough mana to run it out to go for 10 for a win.
So it looks like Pat's in a little bit more of trouble because he reads on two really high life, so he kind of has to attack Karn just to stop, just to make sure that he isn't able to go ultimate should the game have to go to that long. Wow.
Beast Within.
Beast Within. Beast Within, one of the rare cards that actually kills a Planeswalker specifically. I mean, Bramble Crush, Beast Within, now Dreadbore.
Dreadbore.
There's very few cards that actually like outright kill a Planeswalker.
That still doesn't necessarily put Pat out of the woods here. I mean, Ried Duke can again activate that Ink Moth and start swinging away with it.
I mean, and he does have a Wolf Run, so it definitely will be lethal very soon. It means he can deal with the life gain.
Okay. He will put...
Oh, Primeval Titan.
That's basically setting up his Ink Moth right there.
Yeah, so it's very likely that he may be even lethal next turn. So Pat has 2 poison.
Glimmer Post. Give him the additional life that he doesn't really need right now, but it's always nice to have that because he's got all his mana base, all his mana fixing he needs to cast Wolf Run, to cast the Frost Titan if it comes in.
Yeah, so what he gains, he actually gains 8 life from this because he already has 2 Glimmer Posts in play. I really can't see Pat coming back from this. I think he's like lost a lot of the haymakers. He's defeated Karn, but having to deal with Primeval Titan is going to be rough.
Yeah, he does have 2 Ink Moths in the sideboard or in the main deck, but he has no way of getting to him now. All right, again for you joining us live, this is another top 8 match between Ried Duke, Pat Cox, round 10 standard.
Yeah, both these players are X and 2. Oh, there's a Karn.
Now, this is a very interesting pick. What is he? He's going to take the Ink Moth.
He basically has to because he's definitely going to be able to like kill him either this turn or next turn, and he has to respect that.
Looking for a bonfire, not drawing it.
So Ried only has 1 Ink Moth, so that plan is gone from him. He only has one.
1 Kessig Wolf Run, 1 Ink Moth Necklace. Wow, times have changed. Just like Adrian said earlier. I mean, when you used to have 2, 3 of each of those in the deck.
So I mean, the reason for that kind of reduction is most of the decks are running Glimmer Post. Glimmer Post was like a necessary addition because a lot of times when they're playing against Delver, they just needed an extra turn after casting the Titan, and they weren't able to get it. Now with Thragtusk coming in, I wonder if Glimmer Post is as important anymore. I mean, it's certainly like worth having sometimes, but it may be better to have another Ink Moth, another Kessig Wolf Run, protect yourself from Ghost Quarter. Again, a lot of these decisions are fairly moot. This deck doesn't exist as of a couple of weeks, but it is interesting to talk about. So like, okay, so Ried activates his Wolf Run, most likely on his Beast.
Just to do more damage.
Yeah,
so Karn goes away.
That's right. So Pat really needs to find a quick answer to Primeval Titan. He
does have 4 bonfires.
He does have 4 bonfires.
Looks like he passed turn here. Plays Frost Titan to tap his mountain.
He does have, yeah.
Which will prevent him from casting bonfire on him.
Wow.
Draws.
If you drew a bonfire, that would have been like a brutal turn here.
Yeah, you can't do anything with it because the mountain's tapped. It
would have been brutal for Pat, like just to be able to draw it and okay, so he's got a rampant growth, most likely for a mountain.
Okay.
The other thing if he has nothing, I think Pat. Well, I guess he can block
with the Ink Moth.
Yeah, but the problem is he has a Wolf Run, so that's blocking really doesn't do anything here.
Swings in with everybody.
And he can tap the Ink Moth right now.
There he is.
Yeah, so Ried Duke is successful over Pat Cox. Pat Cox actually started 7-0 in this tournament, only to lose the next 3 and basically get